Hey pals, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm doing the mid-year freak-out tag. This feels really exciting because I did this last year, so this is my second time doing it, which I feel like I've been on here for so long, which is really exciting. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. The first question is, what is the best book you've read so far? And this is definitely either How Moon Fuentes Fell in Love with the Universe or The Passing Playbook. As everyone knows by now, How Moon Fuentes Fell in Love with the Universe immediately became my new all-time favorite book, so of course that has to be my favorite that I've read so far, and also The Passing Playbook was just insanely good, and I loved it so much, so I had to also include that one. Best sequel you've read so far, and I definitely have to say Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I finally got to them, guys! I have been saying that I would read Take a Hint, Danny Brown for months. If you honestly go back to some of my early videos, I will say, I will read this soon. I plan on reading it. It's in my 5-star predictions video, I waited so long, and then I finally saw that it was readily available on Libby, so I got it, and then Act Your Age, Eve Brown was a lucky day listening one, so got through those real quick. They were so good, both were 5 stars. I don't know why I put it off so much, probably just because I loved Chloe Brown so much, but they were incredible, definitely the best sequels that I've read so far this year. New releases that you haven't read yet but plan to, definitely Namesake, which I'm slacking on. The ones we're meant to find, Heartstopper Volume 4, and Sweet and Bitter Magic. Those are just a couple that I haven't read yet, but I really want to this year. Especially Namesake though, because everyone knows that Fable is one of my favorite books, and I've just been once again putting off reading Namesake because I am anxious. I was planning to reread Fable by listening to the audiobook, but I got 5 minutes in and I hated the narrator, so I'm just gonna have to pick that bad boy back up physically and reread it so that I can start Namesake. Most anticipated books releasing in the second half of the year. I'm gonna say How Moon Fuentes Fell in Love with the Universe because I'm pretty sure it comes out in August, so that obviously I am anticipating buying it and rereading it again, and for everyone else to be able to read it. Also Gear Breakers, which comes out on my birthday, which is at the end of the month, and I'm very excited for it. 6 Crimson Crows. Not really sure what this book is about, but the cover is so stunning that I don't want to know anything about it, I just want to go based on the cover. And similarly, I also want to read The Mythic Coda Rose because of the name, because if you don't know, my last dog's name was Coda, so that name just stands out to me. I don't care what it's about, I will read it because it has Coda in the title. Biggest disappointment. I don't even want to say this, but A Court of Silver Flames. I may have DNF'd it. Don't look at me. I do plan on picking it back up and trying again because I kind of feel like I just wasn't in the mood for fantasy and I was kind of in a reading slump when I picked it up, but I don't know, I think it's probably going to be my least favorite in the series. Based on how far I got in and what had happened, which is unfortunate because I have progressively, really consistently liked Nesta more and more as the books go on, and from what I read in this, I do like Nesta a lot more and I really like reading from her point of view, but I don't know, the plot just bored me and I felt like there wasn't a whole lot going on other than Nesta working her shit out and doing shit with Cassian, which, like, is fine. I am all for the smut. I don't care that there's a ton of smut. And, like, I like seeing their dynamic and seeing the other characters from the point of view of Nesta. But, I don't know, I felt like I needed more plot still, though. Like, keep all the smut you want, but at least make the other plot interesting? I don't know. I'll try again. We'll see if it stays a disappointment to me. Biggest surprise, and this is definitely eat your heart out, because I hate zombies. Like, I hate them. I didn't actually know that this book was about zombies when I went into it, which it feels a little stupid to me if you look at the cover and the title and everything. Like, I should have known, but no, I am dumb. But I ended up really, really liking it, and I really didn't expect to. And even like the first quarter of the book, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hate this. This is gonna be like a 2 or 3 stars. Like, it's not gonna be very good, but I ended up really liking it, and it was a very pleasant surprise. Favorite new author? Definitely Tanya Boteju. If you watch my channel, I praise her like every second, I swear. She wrote Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens and Bruised. She's also a local Vancouver author, which is always fantastic to support. She's queer, like, we love her in this household. So yeah, she is definitely my new favorite. She's definitely high up, like top 5 all-time favorites now, and I can't wait for her to write more books and for me to grow my collection of hers. New fictional crush, Eve Brown, because she's a little angel who I adore, and she's definitely my favorite Brown sister now. And I really, really liked Riven from City of Shattered... wait, what's it called? City of Shattered Light? Oh my god. Suddenly I forget the title. Yes, City of Shattered Light. The character Riven. She's just cool. And like, at times she was annoying, but I could tell that she was like badass at the same time. I mean, both the girls. Asa, I think the other character's name is, the other girl. Honestly, both of them. I would date both of them. Like, insert me into that couple and I would be very happy. Oh, also Gideon. Obviously, because I would not shut up about Gideon after I read Gideon the Ninth, so yes. Also, the name Gideon is one of my all-time favorite names, so if you read Gideon the Ninth and then don't have a crush on Gideon, did you really read it? Newest favorite character, obviously Moon Fuentes. She is incredible. She made me look at the world differently. She made me want to be more like her. She's just fantastic. Also, Gwen from A Court of Silver Flames. She was definitely the standout from what I had read, so I look forward to more of her once I pick the book back up. Book that made you cry? I can say pretty much every single book that I've read this year, but mainly The Passing Playbook, as you all should know. I cried every single chapter, so definitely the book I cried the most. Bruised, definitely sobbed my little eyes out. The last 2 Percy Jackson books. Obviously Moon Fuentes, sobbed, like, oh my god, just Written in the Stars, everything. Literally, just look at all the books that I've read this year, and I can guarantee you that I've cried in like 90% of them, so. But I definitely cried the most in The Passing Playbook. Books that made you happy, definitely Gideon the Ninth. It's not really a happy book, but I was still vibing and having a very good time reading it, so I was happy. A Dark and Hollow Star also made me very happy. Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens, very happy. What else? Did any others make me... The Sprite and the Gardener, obviously. Like all the Percy Jackson books. Heartstopper, Lots made me happy this year. This year was like, so far, this half of the year, books either made me very sad and saw my eyes out, very happy, or oh my god I hate this, like frustrated, angry. Those were the 3 moods pretty much every book that I've read can fall into. So most beautiful book that you've acquired, definitely A Dark and Hollow Star. That cover just is insanely pretty, and it is the reason why I picked it up. It was definitely a cover read, and obviously I loved it, so I don't regret that. But the cover is just so beautiful. Yes, definitely most beautiful book that I've acquired. And finally, books that I plan to read before the end of the year. These Witches Don't Burn, Iron Widow, Gear Breakers, and The Ravenous Dark are a couple that I really want to read before the end of the year that are high up on my TBR, and if I don't read them by December, please yell at me, because I am terrible at just never reading the books that I tell you guys that I want to read, so we shall see if I get to those this year. So that is the end of the tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always really enjoy watching and making this video. It's one of my favorite videos to watch. Once it hits June, I'm like, yay, the like mid-year freakout tag will come out again and I can just binge watch all of them. So if you do that as well, hopefully this video is in your binge and that you guys enjoyed my answers, and yeah. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.